With the recent combustion of centralized crypto institutions, DEXs are back in the spotlight. Currently, looking at CoinGecko, we can see that there are over 500 crypto exchanges, with many of these being centralized ones. CEXs have benefited from being the first movers and the much more convenient option for beginners. However, DEXs are becoming increasingly popular by the day. So in this video, we'll focus on the most popular ones, but first, why would you choose a DEX? One of the major highlights of trading on a DEX platform is that unlike CEXs, no central authority is involved, therefore giving you full control of your funds, reducing security risks like exchange hacks, or even mismanagement of funds. Also, DEXs are better set up to protect your data and privacy, since you don't have to provide any of your personal details before interacting with the protocol. There are, of course, other benefits, like cheaper fees or the ability to be part of a community and participate in the protocol's governance. These and others are reasons why some opt for DEXs over CEXs. However, they still have to pick a DEX out of the hundreds out there. Well, a great place to start is a trusted aggregator like CoinGecko. Just navigate to the Exchanges option on the top menu and click on Decentralized Exchanges to reveal a detailed list that ranks them based on their trading volume. With that said, here are the 6 most popular DEXs in 2023. At number 1, we have Uniswap, the most popular DEX and the pioneer of the Automated Market Maker or AMM model, which relies on liquidity pools that aggregate deposits from users to enable trading. Uniswap charges a 0.3% fee for swaps, which is split between users who supply the liquidity pools with assets. Currently, there are over 800 coins and 1,500 trading pairs on the DEX. Also, towards the end of 2022, Uniswap announced that users could now use the platform to trade NFTs. Fun fact, Uniswap operated for over 2 years without a governance token, and finally launched Uni through an airdrop in a bid to compete with a rival AMM, but more on that later. Meanwhile, let's focus on Curve Finance, a popular DEX that takes a different approach from your typical AMM. Unlike Uniswap, the protocol is specifically designed for swapping between tokens with identical pegs, like stablecoins or wrapped assets like WBTC. This approach by Curve has some advantages. For one, Curve charges a 0.04% fee on trades, compared to Uniswap's 0.3%. The low fees are achieved by trading as efficiently as possible. For instance, instead of converting USDT to ETH first and then converting ETH to USDC, Curve removes ETH as a base to carry out the trade as directly as possible, in this case, USDT to USDC, hence the lower fees. Another advantage of dealing with less volatile assets is that slippage and impermanent loss are minimized. In other news, the DEX announced its plan to launch a stablecoin known as CRV-USD in 2022, and even released a white paper for the stablecoin towards the end of the year, without a specific launch date. With that said, there are 55 coins and 97 trading pairs available on Curve Finance. Next up, we have Balancer, an AMM DEX with a twist, as pools can be composed of up to 8 different cryptocurrencies in any ratio, instead of the more typical 50-50 split. For example, a Balancer pool might be created to maintain the assets at certain ratios as follows: 30% DAI, 30% ETH, and 40% BAL. This allows liquidity providers to choose their level of exposure to certain assets. However, the downside for traders is that highly asymmetric pools will have higher slippage. Like many DEXs, liquidity providers earn a portion of the trading fee paid to the network via BAL, the protocol's native token. Fun fact, users can create different types of liquidity pools, including private, public, and highly customizable smart pools. As of making this video, there are 80 coins and 103 trading pairs available on the exchange. At number 4, we have Pancakeswap, the biggest decentralized AMM exchange on BNB Smart Chain. Traders have to pay a fee of around 0.25% of each transaction value. The majority of the fee, around 0.17%, goes to liquidity providers. 0.03% goes to the Pancakeswap treasury, while the rest is used to buy back and burn Cake dollars, the protocol's native token. On top of the AMM, Pancakeswap offers other products like lottery, prediction pools, and even initial farming offerings, which give investors the opportunity of getting early access to new tokens on the DEX. As of the making of this video, there are 3,234 coins and 3,623 trading pairs available on Pancakeswap. At number 5 is DODO, a DEX on the BNB Smart Chain and Ethereum blockchain, which, unlike most DEXs, uses a proactive market maker, or PMM, algorithm to facilitate trades. DODO came up with the PMM model in an attempt to solve some problems with AMM, such as slippage. DODO's PMM tries to fix this problem by mimicking the behavior of centralized exchanges. That is, by actively shifting buy and sell orders to align with the latest market price of the crypto assets, with the help of oracles. Another unique feature of the protocol is the smart trade trading and aggregation system, which finds and compares various liquidity sources to find the best prices between any two tokens, therefore giving traders the most competitive pricing. There are other products like trade mining events, whereby users are awarded for completing certain transactions, and crowd pooling, which attempts to distribute new blockchain tokens in a more equal way. Currently, there are 8 coins and 20 trading pairs available on the exchange. Alright, last but not least is Sushiswap, the OG Uniswap fork that executed one of the most famous vampire attacks in the industry. Sushiswap is a DEX like Uniswap, but has some differences. For instance, unlike Uniswap, which pays the 0.3% to liquidity providers, Sushiswap splits 0.25% among liquidity providers, and the remaining 0.05% is distributed to Sushi token holders. Its offerings have also widened considerably since its early days, as the DEX now provides various yield farming opportunities and recently launched SushiXSwap, a cross-chain AMM to support one-click swaps between different chains. As of making this video, it supports over 420 coins and 660 trading pairs. Those were some of the popular DEXs in the industry today. And as you can see, each protocol tries to come up with different mechanisms to cater to each customer's needs better. As it is, DEXs are still niche products, aiming to offer trustless and transparent financial services, but in time could give centralized exchanges a run for their money. Make sure to tell us your favorite DEX in the comments section and click here to see a more in-depth comparison between DEXs and CEXs.